Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's teaching, we're going to be discussing the pelvis, but more specifically the types of pelvis and their differences. So the pelvis is a basin-shaped bony structure that is located at the lower part of the trunk between the abdomen and the lower limbs. And their main function is to support the weight of the upper body and also to protect pelvic organs. And in females, the pelvis also play an important role in childbirth. So based on the pelvic inlets, we have 4 types of pelvis. One is the gynecoid pelvis, second one is the android pelvis, third one is the anthropoid pelvis, and the last one is the platypelloid pelvis. Now I have the features here that we use in distinguishing them. We have the general shape, we have the typical sex, we have the pelvic inlet, we have the anterior-posterior diameter, the sacrum, subpubic angle, the obstetric importance, and the frequency. So I've labeled them. We have the features there. We have gynecoid as the first one. We have android as the second one. We have the anthropoid as the next one. Then we have platypelloid as the last one. So the first one is the general shape. Now, general shape for gynecoid is mostly rounded. For android, it is somewhat heart-shaped, more like a love shape. For anthropoid, it is oval. For platypelloid, it is flat. So let's talk about the typical sex in which you can find this kind of pelvis. The first one for gynecoid, mostly female. For android, male. For anthropoid, it is more common in male. And for platypelloid, it is more common in female. Now let's talk about the pelvic inlets, the shape of the pelvic inlet in these different types of pelvis. For gynecoid, it is round. For android, it is triangular, like heart shape, somewhat heart-like. For anthropoid, it is oval, while for platypelloid, it has a wide transverse oval pelvic inlet. So let's talk about the anterior-posterior diameter. Anterior-posterior diameter. For gynecoid, it is moderate. For android, it is short. For anthropoid, it is long, while for platypelloid, it is short. So let's go to the sacrum. This is another feature, sacrum. For gynecoid, it is broad and curved. For android, it is forward projecting. For anthropoid, it is long and narrow. For platypelloid, it is flat. So let's go to the next feature, which is subpubic angle. Subpubic angle. For gynecoid, it is wide, it is greater than 80%. For android, it is narrow, it is less than 70 degrees. This is greater than 80 degrees. This is less than 70 degrees. For anthropoid, it is moderate, while for platypelloid, the subpubic angle is wide. So let's go to the obstetric importance. For gynecoid, it is best for vaginal delivery. This somewhat has difficult labor. This one will have those posterior positions. Is more common in this. Then for platypelloid, we have the engagements may be difficult when it comes to obstetric importance. So for this, as best vaginal delivery, difficult labor, posterior positions is common here. Then we have engagements may be difficult here. So let's go to frequency. For gynecoid, it is most common in female pelvis. It is for android, it is common male pelvis. For anthropoid, it is less common. Or for platypelloid, it is the least common. So I believe that with this, you understand the types of pelvis that we have and their differences. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you have any question, please, you can drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much.